Hi, my name's Lindy Cowling. Welcome to my channel. Website is www.lindycowling.co.uk. Email is info@lindycowling.co.uk. Title of this short video, this impromptu short video, is The GRAIL State. The GRAIL State, as in Holy Grail, the GRAIL State. So, the Grail, or as is known, the Holy Grail, as a state of consciousness, is an inner alchemical liquid golden state of consciousness, the merge between masculine and feminine, higher self and the lower aspects of ourself. You could say the upper dimensions and earth, or heaven and earth, physical with non-physical, all in a glorious, liquefied, alchemical mixture of all these things: masculine and feminine, wholeness, oneness, purity, divinity, that alchemical balance within the vessel shaped like a cup, really, isn't it? Or like a chalice, like a vessel, the vessel of the heart. This state, once accessed and once reached through a state of one's own spiritual evolution, has the potential to change one's cellular aspect, DNA, the blood, almost even, you could say even the bloodline, but the blood, the regeneration, what we think of as aging, slowed down significantly. And it's all interwoven with the aspects of childlike purity, divine love, bliss, all interwoven with this, all as part and parcel of the same chalice, in a way, within the heart. I'm only saying chalice because the shape of it, like this, really. And in the stories, or in the stories handed down, there are often representations of knowledge, representations of wisdom in the form of stories, in the form of objects. But often, as you disentangle them, or you get to a state of your own knowing and your own awareness, you see there are semblances of truth in those tellings, but over generations, or even more than that, sometimes those stories are bent and twisted through exaggeration, or intentionally or not intentionally, just in the translation of them. But very often they do have truth within them. So I'm going to backtrack on this again. The Grail, or the GRAIL State, as in what is referenced in the Holy Grail, but also this connects with, I keep wanting to talk about the chalice as well when I'm saying this. It's interesting because I'm doing this, my hands have gone boiling. I mean, Sometimes when I'm giving healing, they go very hot, but I feel like I've got, they're absolutely boiling actually, quite uncomfortably hot actually, like I've got 2 red hot coals when I'm doing this in between my hands, so they're hurting a little bit. But it's interwoven with the blood and the grail as well, and the awareness of infinity, which is mistranslated potentially as living forever. Well, in a way it is living forever because it's infinity, and the spirit not dying, the essence not dying, and that eternal youth. When one accesses those states, one can look much younger, and one can feel much younger, and it's that childlike purity, it's all mixed in. But if I'm going to backtrack just to make sure that I'm getting this across clearly, the GRAIL state, a state of consciousness that one reaches in one's personal evolution as they go along their way, or somewhere down the line there, where there is the merge, a merge of masculine and feminine, heaven and earth, higher self and lower aspects of self, all into oneness, all into the centre of the heart, all as a golden, wonderful elixir of pure consciousness, pure balance, divinity, purity, childlike. You could reference it as love, bliss. That is a state of consciousness that is embodied within, that can be maintained within, that affects the evolution, that affects the blood, that affects the vibration, the frequency. And I keep wanting, again, I'm going to do this again, I'm going to do this again. And I feel that stories and handing downs and about such a state of consciousness has been represented sometimes in these stories correctly, sometimes incorrectly, but also the chalice, I'm going to say the chalice again, my hands are boiling, the chalice, are literally on fire, the chalice, that is really, it's quite funny actually, it's actually hurting my hands to do this, they're burning when I'm doing this action, so it's quite strong energy. The chalice is the representation of the container, the divine vessel within the heart of this elixir of the Grail. Can this object be found hidden somewhere? Can these legends be found hidden somewhere? Can the chalice be found hidden somewhere? Often the objects that represent those stories or are part and parcel of those legends or part and parcels of those wisdoms, if you like, or that knowledge that's handed down, there are often objects associated with them, but they're just a representation of the actual consciousness. They're a representation of it. It's a bit like you know, the mask thing. There's probably a proper name for it. I'm calling it a mask thing. It's a mask thing, isn't it? You know, the mask thing of Tutankhamun that can be found in the museum. Absolutely fantastic, outstanding. So it's beautiful. It's a testament to Tutankhamun, but the mask isn't Tutankhamun. See what I'm saying? Same thing as with the Grail, representation of the actual state of consciousness. Hope that made sense. I always say that, hope it made sense. I'm probably just talking to the wall I'm going to lapse into a Shirley Valentine thing now, where well, some of you probably aren't old enough to remember the Shirley Valentine film. Look it up, Google it. She goes through a stage where she's just talking to the wall, actually. She's having a conversation with the wall. Maybe I'm just having a conversation with the wall. So I hope you understood that, wall. But yeah, I just think it's something that came to my awareness several weeks ago, actually more than that, a couple of months ago, and had to assimilate it for a while, embody things for a while, understand it for a while before I could share it. But again, I just find it, I think you might find it interesting. Some people are going to resonate with this, some people are going to say, that girl's gone loopy, but hope it helps. Thank you for watching, thank you for resonating, and I will love you and leave you. Bye. Bye-bye.